right, guys, welcome back. Please click the like button. Thank you so much for clicking the play button. I appreciate that. We got a treat today. Now, our guy, JP, has had an interview. He scored an interview with the Donald Trump. So we're not even going to waste any time, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, all right?
President Trump. With all of the current president's struggles that we're all very well aware of, do you think Joe Biden will be successful with his potty training?
I think he's going to try.
Hold on, he said with his potty training. I'm sorry, I'm a reactor. Listen, I apologize. I just with his potty training. Okay.
Successful with his potty training?
I think he's going to try. And I've said this before. I would love to see him do a great job.
Me too. Well, he still has a lot of progress to be made in that area. We have received reports that at times he does exhibit enough cognitive colon awareness to go behind the couch in the Oval Office to make a poopy. And by White House standards.
Hey, shout out to the t-shirt, man. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all like that t-shirt. 45th and 47th. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Yeah. Let me know if y'all like that in the comments.
Is that an acceptable thing for a president to do?
It's considered a no-no. You don't do it.
Well, let's rewind the clock back to the first few years of your presidency. You got a lot of stuff done. A very successful presidency at the time.
If you go back to that time, we never had anything like it.
And then?
Then we had COVID come in. Some people think China did that on purpose, and some people don't.
I think they did.
I don't happen to think that.
You've been watching too much fake news, so we'll have to agree to disagree on that.
I think they got out of hand from Wuhan, the lab in Wuhan. I really believe it was incompetence or something.
I think it was more that something that you're referring to.
Maybe it was done on purpose.
Exactly. Now you're on to it. I think I red-pilled you. But if there's one...
I think I red-pilled you. There you go. You're onto something. I think I red-pilled you. He red-pilled Trump.
Thing your base isn't on board with you about, it's how you tout Operation Warp Speed and its heavy association with pharmaceutical companies.
And they're very angry about it.
They are angry about it, sir. But to help put that to rest, could you share with the American people what you think of the pharmaceutical companies involved?
Well, they're very dishonest people.
Yes, they are, aren't they? And what do you think about what they're doing, trying to push their safe and effective treatments onto everyone?
What they're doing is very, very dangerous.
Whew, highly dangerous. And I think your base will be very relieved to hear that that's what you think about those scumbags.
They have to pay for what they've done.
Yes. And in terms of paying for the damage that they've inflicted on the lives of Americans, how much do you think that is?
I estimate it to be $60 trillion.
Those eggs.
But the damage that they did because of the lab, because of whatever their precautions were, the damage they did to this country and to this world is incredible.
Well, I think we both hope that their day of reckoning is coming soon.
This is so dope, man. There's so many different channels that when I watch them, I'm like, Van, step your game up, bro. Step your game up. You're looking at people who are actually doing some remarkable work. Remarkable work. Shout out to JP for this one.
Mr. President, what are your thoughts on the U.S. military?
The military, our woke military. We have great military, but we have woke people on top running it. And they don't focus on China, they don't focus on Russia, they focus on things that nobody wants to talk about.
To your point, and if I may be honest, Mr. President, I used to be skeptical about things like gender and pronouns. But then I started rethinking it, like, don't you think gender fluid and non-binary soldiers bring more inclusivity to enemy soldiers, offering them a safer space on the battlefield prior to trying to kill them? You still seem skeptical. But just look at Biden's nuclear energy secretary, Sam Brinton. Hasn't his...
I am not laughing at him. I mean her, they. I'm not laughing at they. I was just surprised and caught off balance. Caught off guard.
Gender schizophrenia brought a lot of good to this country.
And look what happened to him.
Oh yeah, the whole felony theft kind of thing. That's a good point. But who would have seen something bad like that coming from the situation? Like, I certainly didn't. But you mentioned China and
I
Russia.
certainly did.
Now, it seems like for some reason, they don't view the U.S. as having a strong leader right now.
They
and
don't
they seem to be
at
taking
all.
advantage of it.
Not one bit.
Your thoughts?
I don't think I've ever seen the country in such danger as it is right now. We're in serious danger.
And specifically, what danger do you think Russia poses to the U.S.?
Well, they've used the nuclear word,
What is the nuclear word?
nuclear.
A very covert word for it.
Nuclear.
Those Russians are smart. And so what do you think America has to do to protect itself?
You know, I say make America great again.
No, I've never heard you say that. Make America great again?
You said it very well.
Thank you. I've been working on my pronunciation of syllables.
I think that that term has never had such meaning as it does right now.
So here in America, we have just found out there's proof that the FBI was colluding with Twitter to censor the free speech of Americans. We've also just found out that Lee Harvey Oswald was involved in a CIA operation 3 months prior to JFK's assassination, not to mention the dangers of China, Russia, and North Korea. So it's obvious America needs a lot of help right now. And in response to this recently, you stepped up to the plate by releasing NFTs.
It's pretty hard to believe.
Yeah, I don't think anyone saw it coming. But they're very strong NFTs.
The strongest in the history of the world.
No doubt. But some people weren't happy with your NFT release.
And I don't know, are they just sad, stupid people?
I think so. Some people just don't see the difference that NFTs can make. And these NFTs were of you in superhero outfits.
I still don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but every single person I know who voted for Biden always say, I did not vote for Biden, I voted against Trump. I'm still not seeing the characteristics about him that made people vote against him and just completely disregarded the person that they were voting for. Me, when I voted for Biden, I was not paying attention to politics at all, okay? I was just thinking, okay, I watch CNN and I watch MSNBC, and they say vote for this guy, and everything about that other guy is bad. All right, everything about the people that support him is bad. Like they wasn't only coming for Trump. MSNBC and CNN weren't only saying bad things about Trump. They were bad talking all of his supporters and everything. And I was buying into it. And a whole bunch of people around the country are buying into it. They really are, man. And that's unfortunate because you miss out on the truth that way. So dope. Kudos to JP for this right here. This is amazing, bro. You are smart as hell. For real. Hopefully one day I can talk to you.
Some people just don't get it.
And that's a big problem. We have to do something about that.
I'm with you. So with all the problems in our country, what can your NFTs defeat?
Global warming.
Now, I don't know if I buy into all the propaganda surrounding that, but if it was real, I can imagine how your NFTs are our only hope. Lightning round. Your thoughts on Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum.
These are seriously tough, mean, crazy people.
January 6th.
Things happen.
Why is CNN struggling so much?
They become very boring.
And lastly, you're known for being quite the psychic. So my question to you is, if people continue being obediently compliant with tyrants rather than being free-thinking American patriots, what do you see?
Well, I see a lot of...
Hold on, you're not supposed to say American. According to Stanford University, they changed a whole bunch of the words that we can no longer say. American is one, African American is one, she is one. You can't say she anymore. You can't say mankind, you can't say manpower, you can't say Rain Man, Batman, nor Spider-Man. There's many other things that you cannot say, okay?
Free-thinking American patriots, what do you see?
Well, I see a lot of censorship again, and I see a lot of other things, a lot of evil forces trying to stop elections.
Let's hope they choose wisely. Oh, I lied. One more question. First thoughts when you saw the picture of Nancy Pelosi's giant boobs on the beach.
What?
What? Did y'all see Nancy Pelosi's giant boobs? I heard Joe Rogan, not Joe Rogan, who was talking about her? Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz.
Question.
Patrick Bet-David.
First thoughts when you saw the picture of Nancy Pelosi's giant boobs on the beach.
What's going on?
Nobody knows, Mr. President. Just a giant mess. But Mr. President, thank you for taking the time to sit down and enlighten the American people on the thoughts of a real president. I'm glad we could make this happen.
It was happening. It was happening so positively.
A very positive interview indeed, sir. And you have my vote in 2024.
Yeah. Shout out to JP. That was dope. This guy's amazing, man. Y'all make sure y'all go and support his channel. Support his brand. Whatever he's selling, if you got it, then hook yourselves up and your family up, okay? And if you want to go to bluemonsterprep.com to support the sponsorship of this channel, feel free to do so. Peruse. If you see something that you or your family members can use or might need, your son or your daughter might have left the house and started their own families, and they don't have a first aid kit or a bleed out kit over there, or something else that they might need, a generator or something. Go and see if Blue Monster Prep has what you need at the prices that you want them, okay? And if you see something, make sure you put in code LFR for free shipping. And if you need to talk to somebody, make sure you talk to Patrick and or Gina, who are absolutely amazing. And they also happen to be LFR family supporters. They're in the comment sections with you all the time, all right? So thank you again for checking us out. Love y'all. I appreciate all the support that y'all give. Peace.